Welcome back to Vitalise. Darren, I've got another challenge for you this week.
Fantastic.
This week we are going to have a little bit of a quiz.
Okay.
We're going to have a true and false quiz. Darren, you will notice that next to you are a couple of pieces of card. There's a red piece and a green piece. And we're going to take it in turns to give each other a question. And we need to decide whether it is true, which is green, or false, which is red.
Okay.
Darren, I have 5 questions for you. I think you have 5 questions for me.
I do.
We are going to see who can get the most questions correct.
Okay.
Shall I give you a question to start?
Yes, go on.
Brilliant. Darren, my first question for you is, a man from the USA consumed his 26,000th Big Mac on the 11th of October 2012 after eating at least one a day for 40 years. Is that true or is that false?
I think I want that to be false, but I've got a feeling it's probably true.
It is true. Absolutely, Darren.
Wow.
This is true. It's a lot of
dear.
Big Macs.
Oh dear. Okay, Rebecca. The heaviest aircraft pulled by a single man weighed 188.83 tonnes and was pulled 8.8 metres. Is that true or false?
That's heavy. And that's a long way. False?
It's true.
Wow.
I know.
Wow. Okay, Darren, question number 2
Yep.
for you. The longest distance swum underwater in one breath is 200 metres. True or false?
200 metres to swim underwater. Hold your breath about 3.5 minutes, I think, is around the record. I'm going to say false.
It's true.
Okay. Seems a long way.
It does seem a long way. I couldn't do it.
No, not me. Okay, Rebecca. Your next question. The record for the fastest time to solve a Rubik's Cube one-handed is 37 seconds. Is that true or false?
37 seconds, the whole Rubik's Cube with one hand.
With one hand.
Do you know, if they'd said two-handed, I'd have been tempted to go true, but one-handed, I'm going to say false.
You're going to say false.
I'm going to say false.
It is false. It is actually only 12.56 seconds. So it's less.
Wow. I need to get some practice in.
You do. Maybe that could be a challenge.
Maybe. Let's see. Oh, it's my turn to ask you a question, Darren. Question number 3.
Yes.
The fastest time to eat 15 Ferrero Rocher is 1 minute and 10 seconds. True or false?
False. I reckon you can do it quicker.
The correct answer is false. However, Darren, the fastest time so far recorded to eat 15 Ferrero Rochers is actually 2 minutes and 22 seconds.
Maybe that's an attempt I could do. Get in the Guinness Book of Records. Okay, Rebecca, your next question. The world's tallest living man is 251 centimetres tall. That is 8'3". Is that true or false?
I'm going to say false.
It's true.
Wow.
It's true. That is tall.
That is really tall. Wow. Question number 4. Sir Paul McCartney from the Beatles.
Yep.
Middle name is James. True or false?
Ooh. I'm going to go false because I think probably his middle name is actually Paul.
Darren, you're spot on. James is actually his first name. His middle name, as you say, is Paul.
Oh, Don't know where that knowledge came from.
Okay.
Okay, Rebecca, your next question. The most expensive car number plate, which shows only the number 1, was bought in the United Arab Emirates for 52.2 million dirham. That's the approximate equivalent of 7.2 million pounds. Is that true or false?
Oh. It's a lot of money. A lot of money for just the number plate.
Yeah, it's not even a car. It's just the number plate itself.
Just the number plate. But it is a personalised number plate, so there is going to be a cost that comes to that. But I still think that's a lot of money. So Darren, I'm going to say false.
It's true.
True.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a lot of money to spend on a number plate.
It certainly is.
Darren, your 5th and final question. Sir Steve Redgrave is the only rower to have received the award of BBC Sports Personality of the Year. True or false?
I've got a feeling Matthew Pinsent got it as well, so I'm going to say false.
Darren, you've not had what you feeds to pay for.
False.
The correct answer is actually true. Sir Steve Redgrave is the only rower to have received BBC Sports Personality of the Year.
Sorry, Steve, did you a disservice. Okay, your 5th and final question. The record for the longest rail tunnel is held by the Channel Tunnel between Britain and France. Is that true or false?
Oh. It's quite long. Having been on it, I can confirm it's quite long. But I reckon there might be a longer tunnel. I reckon it's false.
Rebecca, it is false. It's held by the Gotthard rail tunnel in Switzerland beneath the Alps, and it measures 35.42 miles.
Wow.
The Channel Tunnel is only 31.4 miles.
So it nearly had the record there. Nearly.
Yeah, not
so
quite.
close, so close.
Yeah, should have just taken it a little bit further, just to give it the record.
Excellent. So Darren, out of your 5 questions, you answered 2 correctly.
Okay.
2 out of 5.
Rebecca,
Did I beat you?
out of your questions, you got 2 out of 5. It's a tie.
Draw.
It's a tie.
It's right. We'll be back next week with another challenge
to
see how we get on. One of the questions that I think a lot of people ask is the Bible true? Is the Bible true or is the Bible false? I believe that the Bible is true. See, let me give you a bit of a background to the Bible. The Bible, in its initial form, would have been written by many people on different scrolls. The Bible, in its initial form, would have been written in Greek and Hebrew and Aramaic. The Bible, as we read it now, has been translated into many, many, many different languages. In English, we don't even just have one Bible, we have many different translations, written in different styles to accommodate the different likes and dislikes of different people. The different ways that we might access what's written. But actually, at the heart of all of that, behind the different languages, behind the different translations, when we get to the real meaning behind it, the meaning remains the same. The meaning remains unchanged. It's simply the words that are used to communicate that meaning that have been changed to allow for better understanding, to allow to communicate with different people groups in different countries. And actually, I was reading only earlier on this morning of a discovery just a couple of years ago of one of those initial scrolls. A scroll from the place of Engedi. The scroll would have been kept in the temple, but actually when the temple was burnt down, the scrolls were charred. The scrolls were charred so much that actually if they'd been touched by human hands to uncover them, they would have just disintegrated. So the scrolls were kept. They were kept securely, they were kept safely for years and years and years and years and years, not touched by anybody. But recent technology has meant that those scrolls, they can be read without unravelling them. And as they've been placed under this technology, as they've been read, what was written in those scrolls actually echoes something of what's written in the Bible. It shows that some of this biblical content has been based off of these scrolls that were written all those years ago. And that's just one example. And I'd love to encourage you, actually, if that's a question that you're asking yourself, is the Bible true? Go and do some research for yourself. Go and read some of those articles. Find some of those discoveries. Check it out and see some of those examples of where actually the Bible echoes what was written in scrolls hundreds and thousands of years prior to today. Check it out for yourself. See you next week.
Bye.